And some other issues. Cammack, Congresswoman from Florida. Congresswoman, I wanted to get your immediate response to what we just heard the speaker talking about.
Well, it's good to see you, Bob and Katrina. You know, it's pretty shocking over the weekend to hear those remarks from my colleague on the left, but I'm not really surprised. We have heard anti-Semitic remarks coming from the Democratic caucus before. And what remains to be seen is, like Speaker McCarthy said, whether or not the Democrat caucus will take action. You know, coming into the 24 election, we are seeing people really drawing these dividing lines. And Jayapal was very, very quick to say that Israel is a racist state on the heels of the visit from President of Israel, Herzog. And so I'm very disgusted by the fact that this was said. I've been concerned about the rhetoric coming out of the more progressive liberal wing of the Democratic caucus for some time, but it's not Republicans who should be charged with fixing it. It's within their own party, and they need to call it out, and they need to actually make amends, because we recognize Israel as a state. We recognize their existence, their right to exist. And as the lone democratic country in the Middle East, we have those shared Judeo-Christian values that we need to continue to uphold. So this, I think, was just another slap in the face to the Jewish community here at home, but also abroad. And let's see if the Democrats are going to hold their own accountable, because we know they're infamous for wanting to demand accountability when it comes to our side, but very little comes out when it's on theirs.
Congressman, want to switch gears here. There's a new Rasmussen poll. It came out showing that President Joe Biden's approval numbers, a majority, 54% to be exact, disapprove of the job the Biden administration is doing, compared to only 45% who do approve. Would love to get your thoughts here on why we're all observing and seeing those very, very low numbers in this administration. I'm sure you have quite a list.
Well, I think it's because we're not witnessing an American presidency. We're witnessing an imperial presidency. When you have someone who wants to completely subvert Article 1 authority of the United States Constitution and push Congress off to the side, pick fights with the judicial branch, essentially you have a guy in the White House who wants to make the laws, execute the laws, and then effectively be judge and jury of his actions. That is not the American way. And people wonder why, when their quality of life, it's going down, your dollar isn't going as far, your paycheck isn't paycheck to paycheck, it's paycheck to Wednesday, and then you borrow the rest. You have a regulatory regime breathing down your neck at every turn. Your mortgage rates just went from 2% to 7%, 40-year high inflation. It's no wonder that people are disgusted, but it's changing the way that Americans do business and live our lives, that they are standing up and saying no more. That is why I think you're going to have a red wave come next year. You're going to see people getting off the sidelines, and they're going to get involved. And I think that those poll numbers really reflect the disgust that Americans have.
Congresswoman Cammack, thank you so much for being with us today.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
And